Good afternoon. It is 2:25 on Sunday. According to my card, it's currently 24 degrees Celsius. I have no idea if there's humidity or not, but it's a nice day. It's a sunny day. There's a nice breeze. So anybody watching, how you doing? How you been? Hope your weekend has been going well and you are mentally prepared for tomorrow. If not, sorry to hear that. It's happening anyway. Excuse me. So, I don't remember if I got out to vlog on Friday or not. Did I? I don't remember. I think maybe I did. Yeah, I think maybe I did. I don't even remember what I did Friday night, to be quite frank. Friday is a blur. My intent was to watch the season 4 finale of Stranger Things with Monkey, but that didn't happen. And I was supposed to do laundry, and that didn't happen either. I think I just sort of sat on the couch and went into zombie mode because I don't remember. I don't remember what I did. I remember watching Where the Crawdads Sing. I watch that movie quite frequently. It's not a movie I would normally watch, but I kind of watched it because there was nothing really else on the Prime one day, and I really enjoyed that movie. I want to read the book. It was, yeah. So I watched that. I probably Twittered for a little bit. I do enjoy the Twitter. But I went to bed around a decent time. Probably around midnight or 12:30, something like that. And I slept pretty good Friday night. I'd set my alarm for 9 o'clock Saturday morning. Because I was leaving for my boyfriend's, and I just wanted to have as much time as I could, since I was going up on a Saturday morning instead of leaving for Friday after work. And the reason I did that was because, my reason was because I was planning on doing laundry, which didn't happen, but as it turns out, my boyfriend went for his, I think it ended up being a CT scan. We weren't sure if it was a CT or an MRI, but he said it was a CT scan on Thursday, like at midnight or some shit like that. And then he just went home straight from that appointment. So when he got up Friday, whenever the hell that was, he ended up going to his buddy's trailer. And he was pretty much there until, I don't know, like after dinner time. So, and there had been actually quite a bit of rain Friday night, if I remember correctly, and I believe they got it over their way too. So it's just as well. I don't like driving in any kind of bad weather. I like driving when it's relatively decent out. That's fine. So, yeah, I just sort of stayed around the house Friday and did nothing of any real consequence. But I got a good night's sleep Friday night, which was nice. So when I got up, I think I forgot to switch my alarm from 7 to 9 and it went off at 7. I should have just got up, but whatever. I reset it for 9 and went back to bed. Oh, I know why, because I woke up with a throbbing headache. It was horrible. So I set my alarm for 9 and went back to bed. And when I got up at 9, it was no better. But whatever. I had plans, so I packed up the car and had some coffee and a couple cigarettes and watched a vlog for a little bit. Just took about 45 minutes to gather myself. I am not a morning person. It usually takes me about an hour before I can function. And checked on the boys and made sure all the garbages were empty. Like, I go through a whole thing when I leave the house. I need to make sure everything is relatively tidy, so that if it's not the way I left it when I get home, then I can give the boys shit. It's, I don't know, mom rights, I guess. So, did all that, tidied up a little bit, packed up the car, and I got in my car, okay? Got in my car, turned it on, threw her in reverse. My fucking neighbor comes out. Starts yammering to me, but I don't even know what the hell he was talking about. I was just smiling and nodding, and, you know, I'm like, dude, like, I'm in my car is running, it's in reverse, like, I'm fucking leaving. So he would take a break in his little conversation, and I started to back up the car, and he fucking started talking again. I'm like, my guy, like, do you see me trying to leave? Like, physically trying to leave? What's wrong with you? I was like, okay, well, you know, I gotta go. And I'd start to back out. He'd start to fucking talk again. And I can't, if he was anybody else on the planet, I just would have gone. I just would have gone. Mid-conversation. Peace out, yo. But he helped me last weekend clean up all the brush and stuff between our two houses. It's like, I can't really be bitchy to him. But it's like, I gotta go. Like, I gotta go. I still gotta go get coffee. Like, I wanted to be on the road and heading to my boyfriend's place by 10 o'clock. It's like 10 after 10 now. I'm like, bro. But whatever, I finally got away, and I went and got my coffee. And then I went to make my turn onto the road to my boyfriend's place. And I just kept going straight. I'm like, like, I don't know, I went on autopilot for a second and totally forgot I had to turn. I was like, fuck's sake. Whatever. Pull in somewhere and turn around, back. Not a huge deal. I mean, whatever. But I mean, that's just how the day started, right? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's going to be like that, like all the way there. It's just going to be, I'm going to run into all the farm equipment out on the road. I'm going to run into people that don't know how to fucking drive. Like, this is going to be awesome. Be running into people, like, the road that I take is like, I think the max is 80. So most people do 90. That's fine. I have no issue with that. I can do 90. But generally speaking, I do about 100. Like, I just want to fucking get there. It's a straight shot. Boom. Like, just let me go. Just let me go. This is the halfway point. This is where I usually stop on the way to and the way from to grab a coffee. So, and it's funny because it's always feels faster going home than it does getting there. Like... Same distance. I don't know. Whatever. I guess I'm really excited to go home. But the drive was fine. I got there, no problem. Whatever. It's all good. And we just sat and talked for a little bit. Ended up passing out on the couch, both of us. I don't know, I was watching something on YouTube and he was going through Facebook Reels or some shit, and we both just passed out. There was no need to. I mean, I don't recall feeling specifically tired, like, whatever. We didn't do nothing. But we passed out for a little bit, and we both kind of woke up. It's like, what the fuck is going on? What day is it? Who am I? What? Why? And we talked about going for a walk for a little bit. Like, we had to talk about it before we did it, right? It's like, just go for a fucking walk. It's fine. I said, okay, well, I would love to go do something. Like, yeah, let's do that. Let's go for a walk. So we went for a walk. Fine. Actually, I think we went for food. We went for something to eat first. Like some snack or lunch or whatever at the Timmy's. And while we were there, I got eaten alive. I have a mosquito bite on my leg, kind of beside my knee. That's like the size of my thumb. Like, it's huge. And it was so swollen and so itchy. It was driving me absolutely batshit crazy. Oh my God. And then we went for a walk. And of course, it's never just like a walk on a sidewalk or something. We end up in the brush somewhere. Fuck. Which would be fine if I was ready for it, but I wasn't. I was wearing flip-flops and short shorts and fuck. So my arms are all bitten up and my ankles. Like, he's like, oh, let's cut through this field. It's faster. I'm like, the field hasn't been plowed or mowed or whatever. And you want me to walk through the shit in flip-flops? Like, fuck you, bro. You are not okay today. I am not happy with you. Whatever, he did it. Okay. That's the way we got to go, I guess. But then all night last night, I got a bite, like, right on, like, your Achilles heel sort of thing. Oh, fuck. So every time I move my foot, it starts itching. Fuck. Drove me nuts all night. That's fine. It was a nice walk. It was hot. It was hot. It was very, very hot. By the time we got back, I was just dripping sweat. And he's looking at me like, I don't understand you. Like, I don't know. Because it wasn't overly hot out. It was sunny. But it wasn't overly hot or humid out. But I was just melting. It's like, I don't understand you. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I hit my 40s and my internal temperature just... Holy shit. So I stood in front of the air conditioner. He's got one of those window air conditioners. Stood in front of the window air conditioner like 5 or 10 minutes. Oh fuck. I need a shower. Cooled down for a little bit. I had a Gatorade. Fuck, I was dying. I was dying. But it was a nice walk. His area is a nice area. I mean, it's a very small town. There's really not a lot going on, but for walking, like it's a pretty town. The parks are really pretty, and there is a lot of bush you can go traipsing around in. And I seen there's like this, like a creek, and in the creek was well, there's all kinds of like algae and lily pads and whatever. Like it's just a whole ecosystem. And I seen these little fuzzy animals swimming in this creek, and I've never seen them before. And I was like, what the hell is that? There's like 2 of them. Look, they're like backstroking, and they're just having a great old time. And I made the mistake of getting distracted and stopping and watching them. I still don't know what they were. He said that they might have been, I can't even remember what he said they might have been, but they were super cute and really good swimmers. Funny to watch. So I stood there watching them for a little bit, which was a bad mistake. My arms are all bit up, and that's where I got all my really bad mosquito bites all over my arms and back of my foot. It's not my fault. They were cute. I had to watch them. But it was a nice walk. So we got back and we cooled down a little bit and took a drive over to the superstore and picked up some couple bags of Cool Ranch Doritos and a great big bag of shredded cheese. And we made nachos for Gindin. Of course, we picked up a tub of ice cream that he insists he's going to throw out, but we'll see. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt it. We got back to the house and we watched a couple of movies before we made dinner. I don't know. I think it was like around 7:30 or something like that. Like after the second movie, I got up and I looked at the time and I was like, yeah, it's time to make food. Like if we're gonna have dinner, it needs to be now. I'm not one of these people that can eat a meal super late. Like 7:30 is actually quite late for me. I really shouldn't have eaten because I paid for it, but I was hungry. I don't remember what movies we watched. One was Resident Evil, which I haven't seen in forever. Like, I didn't even remember I was watching it from the beginning, and it's like, I don't remember any of this. It's definitely dated. It's definitely dated. It's still an alright movie, but it's definitely dated. I can't remember what we watched before that, though. There was something we watched before that. Oh, I'm so itchy. Oh. Yeah, I don't remember. And then we watched... Well, I was looking for... What's that movie? It came out last weekend, I think. Talk to Me? Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. Talk to Me. And Soap Today had it, but it was in cam. And I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. We watched a movie that I'd never heard of. Some, I don't know, ghost story movie. I don't even remember the name of it. There was nobody of consequence in it. It was alright. It seemed to me like it was trying, like it took a lot of Asian inspiration, which is fine. I love Asian horror. Asian horror is awesome. Yeah, Asian cinema is fantastic. They just didn't pull it off. They just didn't pull it off. But they tried. I respect the effort. They tried. It was an interesting story, but I kind of called it from the beginning. Like, about 2 minutes into the movie, I was like, yeah, this is what's happening. And it kind of was, and it kind of was. Like, I was right, and I wasn't. Like, it was kind of a mixed bag, but it was all right. It was all right. I think it was some sort of... It seemed to be one of those, like, independent film festival type movies. Was kind of the feel I got from it. But it was all right. For what it was really good. I just don't remember what it was called. And then we watched, I'm gonna butcher the name, but it's Train to, I don't know. It's a I think it's a South Korean movie. Train to something or another. I can't pronounce the city. I've seen it before. It's a zombie movie. I suggested it to my boyfriend because I knew he hadn't seen it. He doesn't know. It's subtitles. I knew he hadn't seen it. That's not his bag. I said it's a really good movie. It is in subtitles. Like I warned him. It's in subtitles. I'm pretty sure it's a South Korean film. I said, but it's fantastic. It is really, really good. And quite frankly, you don't need the subtitles. Like, you know what's going on without the subtitles. It is just so well acted. And he enjoyed it. He was surprised that it was a zombie movie. It's like, why? Why are you surprised? I think he was thinking, like, what's that American movie? It has Brad Pitt and a bunch of other people in it. That's another train something or something train. I watched that a few weeks ago. Bullet Train? Bullet Train is the one with Brad Pitt. I like the humor in it. I'm not a fan of Brad Pitt at all. But that was a funny movie. It's just crazy. It's just wackiness all the way through it. It's awesome. I think he was thinking it was something like that. Like more of an action, maybe drama sort of thing. I was like, no, bro. It is a zombie movie, and it is fantastic. And he enjoyed it. It is such a good movie. If you haven't seen, and I cannot pronounce the city, I'm sorry, but it's a I'm pretty sure it's a South Korean movie. Train to Busan, or I don't know. I can't pronounce it. I'll butcher the shit out of it. But it's an excellent movie, and I don't do well with subtitles. I'm horribly dyslexic, and subtitles generally screw me up so bad. But I swear to you, you do not need the subtitles to follow the movie. It is so well acted that you know through their expressions and the tone of their voices and everything, like you know exactly what's going on. It is fantastic. I highly recommend it. Give Asian cinema a go. It is awesome. So, yeah, it was a good night. It was a relaxing night. Didn't get to bed too late. Probably the same. Probably about 12:30-ish. And then my boyfriend was like, tomorrow, like Sunday, we'll go for a drive. Now his house is finally getting started. They're digging and they're doing the foundation, I believe this week. So he has to finalize the materials that he wants, like brick and siding and colors and scheme and all that kind of stuff, right? So he's like, I'd like to go for a drive tomorrow and just sort of like take some random pictures of, you know, people's houses that are similar, or at least have the materials that he's looking for. So then the contractor can just sort of look it up and be like, okay, I know what I'm getting, right? So I was like, yeah, that's fine. I said, I'll set my alarm for 9. I said, my alarm is set for 9. So then we'll get up at 9 and, you know, I'll do the coffee thing and wake you up and, you know, we'll be out by 10, whatever. Go do what you want to do. That's perfectly fine. I do not recall it, but apparently my alarm went off at 9 and I turned it off. Because I got up at 10. I remember getting up at 10. Because I had to go to the bathroom in the worst way. And when I got up, of course, I was like, oh my God, it's 10 o'clock. So I woke him up. And I said, I'm going to go get washed up and dressed and brush my teeth and all that good stuff. I'm going to go grab coffee. Would you like a bagel? Whatever. I went and did all that while he woke up and humaned, right? When I got back to the house, he was still laying in bed. I'm like, buddy, like, this was your idea, man. I have no problem going back to bed. Like, it's fine. I love my sleep. When I can get it, hell yeah. All day long. It's fine. I can get up around 1 o'clock and then go home. Like, it's fine. So funny. So he finally got moving. We went out, we looked at a few places. We didn't really find, I mean, he's gone out before and taken pictures, and I was like, you know what, if you want to find, because what he's building is basically like a stretched ranch bungalow kind of deal. Like a main floor and a basement, and that's about it. But it's stretched, right? So if you're gonna find something that looks remotely similar, what you need to do is get out of town, right? Because in town is basically going to be normal houses, you know, 2-story houses. You're not going to find much in the way of bungalows. It's going to be back splits or side splits or, you know, 2-story houses. So he didn't want to do that. So I think he's just going to run with the 2 pictures he's got. I think he's got to meet with them tomorrow at some point. So whatever, do you? It's fine. I don't know if he was concerned about my gas or what, but I was like, you know, like for something like this, like absolutely, like do that. It's fine. Like I can gas up my car on the way home. I have to stop and grab cigarettes anyway, so you know, whatever. So as we were going home, his son called him. There's I guess a possibility, I guess, or he believes that he may be released sometime this week. Like, my boyfriend really needs this drama right now. Jesus Christ. He's trying to get a house built, for Christ's sake. He's got some medical shit going on. And then there's this fucking kid. Oh my God. whatever. And there's a whole bunch of shit going on with the kid too. I mean, he's like 15, but whatever, man. Whatever. He's making my boyfriend's life miserable, and therefore I want to sit him down and have mama words with him. Let me tell you. Don't fuck with my man. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're his kid. Knock it the fuck off. Grow up. You know, your mom might not want to deal with you, and your dad might pussyfoot around the situation, but let me break some shit down for you, okay? I am not either. Let me explain the reality of things to you, bud. Fuck. Not my circus, not my monkey. Of course, if I get the okay from my boyfriend to sit down and explain some shit, it'll happen. It'll happen. He'll be there, but it'll happen. Because I'm not doing it alone. A parent must be there. Because not my kid. So, yeah, I feel bad for him. Just a lot of shit. It's always everything all at once, right? It never rains, but it pours. Like that poor man, I tell you. But anyways, we're at like the 26-minute mark, and I got a boot. So, anybody watching, thank you. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk later.